Hello. I'm not late. You're late. It's 11:05. Come on. You gotta be punctual. You can't just say, you start streaming at 10:30. Oh, wait, that's... What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of ARK Survival Evolved Hardcore. And I'm loading straight in. That's awesome. Rather than last time, it took 20,000 years. But yeah, today I'm rejuvenated again. I was so exhausted from yesterday's cave run. That was absolutely horrific, dude. But I'm here, and I am ready for this final session before I take on some bosses. Sorry, got the sniffles a little bit. This is going to be really fun. Because all I've got to do is level up my Rexes. Yay! Oh yeah, I threw out 2 of my boss Rexes. I just need to throw the last one out. And my Daedon, because I'd like my Daedon to stay here. No, it's like this, right? Yeah, that looks right. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, enjoy this stream, please do leave a like. It would mean a lot to me. I really appreciate it. If you'd like to see more of this kind of garbage, consider subscribing. Ring that little bell so you know that, I'm streaming. Because I stream really late at night. And I don't blame you if you miss it. So anytime I place these guys down, I usually try to get like the back of their front foot to line up with this circle. That's usually good enough. There's a beacon right inside the obelisk. I've never seen that before, actually. In my almost 3,000 hours, I've never seen a beacon inside the obelisk. Maybe... Oh, this has always been here, I'm sure, but I've just never known about it. That's funky looking. So I'm just waiting. Okay. And then 5 more minutes I can get my Daedon out. I'm gonna keep my Daedon here at the obelisk because I really have no reason to take him anywhere other than to, heal these Rexes. I just gotta wait for him to finish. We should be good. I've got 6, 7. How many Rexes do I have? I have 19 minus 3, 16 to level. 17 if you count the Yuri. So I should probably go ahead and make at least 8. 8 or 9. Let's do... I want to have 8 cryopods. I shouldn't have jumped in that direction. Yeah, I want to have... No, I want to have 9 cryopods. And I'm going to have 18 total creatures. The Daedon will be one of them, so I don't have to wait on him right now. Honestly, if all the bosses go pretty dang smooth when I do my boss rush, I might just do the tech cave in that episode as well. Just do like a little bit of an extended episode. That could be really fun, actually. This way. I mean, even if I lose like 5 Rexes, I probably still have more than enough for the boss fight. I have 6, 7, so I need 2 more. Yeah, I probably still have more than enough because, frankly, the Overseers as a boss is pretty easy. I'm not too worried about him. I am slightly worried about the arena because it's really flipping cold. I'll do 5 more. I know I don't need it, but I'll do 5 more. So, oh wait, no, it's 4 oils, so I need 20, right? Yeah. I need 40 polymer and 100 crystal. Deus, welcome to the stream, dude. How's it going? So I need polymer and crystal. I can do that. Can I get this? No. No. Maybe this? This just saves me a trip all the way to like a mountain. This is so stupid. I'm at 63. I can't mine these, can I? These look like decoration. Yeah. These ones I should. I might be a genius. Lag spike. Okay, that one can't be mine. I can't go any deeper, but I do have enough. Perfect. Actually, I only need 50. I don't know why. I went above and beyond. Because that's the kind of person I am. I go above and beyond. And it was not an accident whatsoever. James White, welcome to the stream, dude. What's up, my man? How you doing, dude? Actually, I'm gonna be in the water because I know that there's some jellyfish. Yeah. That could have been dangerous. I don't think there are any ducks over here. Oh, I forgot to make a club. Or to grab a club. But no ducks, right? Yeah, no ducks. That's what I thought. Where does this go? I don't actually know where this river goes. I don't know if it even takes me to a point with more ducks. But maybe it does. Getting ready for the cunning cave. You had me all fired up last night, so I wrecked the brood mother and gamma and beta, then did the brute cave with the Bassie, and I just tanked everything. Dang, dude, go you. Bro's going crazy. Progress is being made. That's awesome, dude. I'm really happy for you. See how quickly you can get things done, and all you need to do is just know what you're up against? Kind of like what I was saying yesterday. Honestly, all of these caves are they're actually pretty dang easy. I wouldn't say super easy, but they're pretty dang easy. All you need is to know the cave and to know how to counteract whatever the biggest threat in the cave is. Brute Cave, the biggest threat to you are going to be those jellyfish, those eels. So long as you can, you know, take care of them. So long as you can fight through whatever other creatures there might be. You're pretty solid. Where are these ducks at? There they are. You didn't rush the fight. I waited until the Megatheriums were at a safe level. Thanks, I appreciate it. Worked hard. That's good. Yeah, no, those Megatheriums will absolutely tear the broodmother apart. I know I was saying yesterday, like or last night, I'm not sure how well that's gonna go for you. but because of the stats that you gave me. But I'm really glad that it went well for you. Especially because that means now I know that even if they don't seem very good, a Megatherium army is way stronger than I think. I need 40. There's 26. I just need another 14. There it is. Then I need some hide. I don't remember how much hide you need. 5 hide each, so I need 25 total. That's good. And then just a bunch of fiber. Perfect. Okay. Now, I just gotta find me a beacon. That one inside of Green Obelisk should be gone by now, I imagine. I'm actually gonna head back to base and just fly on my RG. Because this guy's nice, but only when I'm, you know, going through rivers. Anything beyond that, and it's just kind of annoying. They melted the Broodmother. Both fights didn't last more than 2 minutes. Your Megas had about 20 to 30,000, and the rest melee and a bit of stamina since they're gonna use them as swamp cave runners. Oh, yeah, 20 to 30,000 health? 100% they can do it. What I was unsure of was when you were telling me they were at like 15,000. Oh no, you were telling me about the Therazinos that were at 15,000. My mistake. More ducks now that I don't need them. Oh, I don't want the wood. But yeah, no, they will definitely be good for swamp cave running. And then if you ever want to do the Broodmother again, you've got them. The only reason why you would want to do it again is for element. But typically when people farm like a boss for element, they usually go with Megapithecus because he's just so much easier. Well, Alpha Megapithecus is easier than Alpha Broodmother. And he gives more element because he's supposed to be harder. Oh, that one's good. But yeah, if you ever want to kill her again for element, you've got an army ready at any time. Did they have a good amount of health remaining? Like a really good amount of health remaining? Because if he did super duper good, I would even consider doing Alpha. But the thing with Alpha is that she does like twice as much damage or something. I forget exactly, but she does have exactly 2 times as much health. So she is significantly more durable and she deals a lot more damage than she normally does. So she is a threat. Like, it is a huge jump between beta and alpha. And Megapithecus, he hits harder. Like Alpha Megapithecus, he hits way harder, but he's so much squishier that you can usually kill him before he can do that much damage to you is the thing. Broodmother, she lasts so freaking long, and she's dealing not as much as Megapithecus per hit, But because she lasts so much longer, she ends up killing you way faster. Or she ends up not killing you faster, but she ends up killing you through her durability. It's her endurance. Hey GDM, welcome to the stream, dude. Finally late enough to, or finally up late enough to catch a stream. I know, dude. I know it's a really wonky schedule, but I'm really glad you can make it to the stream, dude. So my bread Bassie walked out of the cave at level 150. It's got 180,000 health and 1,800 melee and 2,500 stamina. And good saddles. Yeah, no, that sounds like a Bassie who comes out unscathed, honestly. Like, that's insane. Your Mega Ethereums had decent titles, maybe lost 1,000 health at the most, if that. What kind of Mega Ethereum saddles you got? Like 5,000 armor saddles? That's nuts, dude. Only lost 1,000 health. Rexes or Theres? I'm running Rexes. I know Theres are preferred, especially... Well, even just any herbivore is preferred over Rexes. But honestly, I don't have the patience, if I'm being completely honest with you. Because the thing with these hardcore runs is, while yes, you can spend your time and get everything, you know, the most ready you could ever be, you're also using up a lot of time, and at any point, because you could just die, you can very well lose everything in the blink of an eye. And because of that, I like to not waste time doing stuff. So it does come off as laziness, I will admit. But there is a very good reason for it. I'm going to take Stuffle this time around because taking the Thyla was not the move last time. And I'm going to grab more meat. Put that meat back. Cementing paste, don't need that. Throw that in there, don't need that actually. Don't need that. Refrigerator, don't need that. Well, actually, I will need that. I'm gonna throw it in here because maybe I might use it, but I'm not. I doubt that I will. And then I should be good there. I think they tanked the alpha. I got about 200 to 300 ascendant saddles for armor, but they have almost 30,000 health and almost 1,000 melee damage each of them. Plus Beauty, Courage, Roar, Animate boost. Yeah, no, 100%. They can take on alpha. Like, I'm pretty dang sure. I'm almost certain you can take on alpha. Which is really useful, by the way, because the tech helmet goes crazy. No, that's true. Veggie cakes take too long to get to. Dude, that's one of the biggest problems that I have with using herbivores is veggie cakes. Granted, you don't have to use veggie cakes. and you could just go with not letting them heal mid-battle, but it is very scary. I actually have some of my T-Rex armies starting for Megapithecus, but you got no saddles for the Rexes, unfortunately, so you're going to have to grind more. Yeah, that makes sense. But if it makes you feel any better, a lot of people consider Megapithecus to be easier than Broodmother. So I think you're fine. Only thing about Mega Monkey is they have a chance of falling off the arena. Yeah, your creatures do have a chance of falling off the arena. That's always something to worry about. But the strategy for that is if you go to the... Because you spawn in and you don't even aggro the boss yet. If you push them against the back... Like, you have half your Rexes go against the wall on one side and then go against the wall on the other side. Like, the opposite direction of the Megapithecus, just against the wall. And then you go draw the Megapithecus' aggro yourself and bring him to the creatures. Bring him to your Rexes. The chances of them falling off are much lower. Because if you take the Rexes with you, they're going to fight... No, the Megapithecus is going to aggro. He's going to make his way down. And if he's making his way down and he's on that, like, over by that ledge with you, there is a good chance you could lose your creatures. But if you drag him to the back of, like, the spawn area, because your Rexes are pinned up against the wall, typically they can't, or they won't get pushed down. They very well still could, due to, like, really bad luck. But I would say the chances of it are negligible, at the very least. Or negligible at most. Yeah, you do that strat, but you still lose 1 to 2. Exactly. It's always a possibility. Just because ARK is a really wonky game and doesn't always work the way it's supposed to. Or it does work the way it's supposed to, and the way it's supposed to work is just wonky as is. I have a Megatherium army for the Broodmother. I'm building your Rex one for the Megapithecus, and you're going to work on Thurs, last for the Dragon, so you have an army for each boss since you're solo. That is a good way of going about it. I would even go as far as to say you're kind of over-preparing, but honestly, over-preparing, there's nothing wrong with that at all. Like, over-prepare to your heart's content, because over-preparation means you're just more likely to succeed. I would 100 times a day rather be over-prepared than under-prepared. Dude, the fact that I'm getting these 2 times notes so often is kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I need my GPS out. Oh, I already passed it, really? Oh, no, I did not. It's at 70.7. The north of here. How far north? 76.65. Should be right here. Oh, it is right here. I'm just blind. And I'm standing basically right on top of it. Okay, can I grab the note, please? There we go. There's a 4 times. I think one more should get me to a comfortable level. Since now I have times 4 times 2, so times 8. Love the better safe than sorry, especially in the boss arena where there's no recouping lost items. Exactly. Do remember, though, if any of your creatures do die, when the boss fight is over, you have 60 seconds before you're teleported out. Meaning, if any of your Rexes die, or if anything dies at that rate, you can run around and try to grab as many saddles as you can. Just don't forget to. Like, grab as much as you can before it all despawns. .4, so it's a little bit inland. But yeah, no, even if you die, you know, there's always a chance that you lose everything. So, especially for, I would say, Dragon, because Dragon, you have Dimorph spawning. This is, like, down the line, where you have the Therizino army ready. When you get ready for the Dragon fight, Dimorphs can kill you off the back of your mount. They are a huge threat, because if you die, it doesn't matter how good your army is, you will lose everything. And in fact, the better your army is, the more you will lose due to a stray Dimorph. So I would say make sure to bring in as many med brews as physically possible. A stack of them should honestly be good enough. But always go in with med brews because you can get completely screwed over. And all it takes is one Dimorph who heckles you way too hard without you really giving him enough attention. Another reason your boss fight went well, I didn't go with random ass Omegas from the wild I bred until you got a mutation and bred the shit out of it so you could put... I came with my A game. Exactly. That's really all it takes. Like, the best preparation that you can do is more than enough. Like, you can 100% get everything you need in not very much time, honestly. Like, it doesn't take very long to... Well, I take that back. When it comes to mutations, yes, it takes very long. But, like, for me, for instance, if you're not going for alpha, honestly, you don't have to do, like, a million things. So long as you know, it's the same thing as the caves. So long as you know what you're going up against, you really don't have to prepare that much. But if you do take the time to prepare everything, you're set, you know, completely. Oh, Jatesh, welcome to the stream, dude. Yeah, stack 100 of healing potions, lesser antidotes, and Callian soup. Always nice. It took me 30 to 40 until you got your first 4. I honestly never bother with mutations because of how long they take. Yeah, I'm gonna... This guy needs to be leveled next. I'm gonna go saddle, pick you up, wait, 62.9, 82.2. So I need to go directly north from here. $82.2, 63.2. I am a little off. I need to go west slightly. There it is. And I got it. Perfect. And then there's one directly north of me. Wait. I might have just grabbed the one that I might have grabbed the wrong one. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. You continue west till 61.9. And then north to 80.65. That second one has to... I need to go to the right a little bit. There it is. And there it is. You had 19 megas, 1 UD, and they were about 8 males, the rest females. So they were all mate boosted. When you bred the male, you like the stats with all the clean females until you get a mutation. And when you get the mutation, breed it with your females, and you'll have the great stat army. Oh, 100%. Yeah, exactly. The cleaner you can keep the bloodline, the better mutation breeders you'll have. Okay. So over here, there's a bunch that are in this like one area, but a bunch of them are underground. But I should be able to access one, two, maybe that one. I'm not too sure. That one's kind of cramped. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 of them south of me. All right, let's go do those ones. And if I can't, then there's 3 over there. The reason why it's iffy is because they're the ones over by the like big stone wall. Some of them are just, you know, there's some of them that are in between like the stone walls that are kind of difficult to reach. Dude, it's foggy and it's nighttime. What an amazing time to be doing this. We're looking for mutations. I needed an army. It just happened, so. Yeah, exactly. I had the opportunity to do that in this playthrough. Like, out of all of my Rexes, I did actually get a health mutation when I was breeding up my army. The reason why I don't have an army full of that mutation is purely out of laziness. Well, not laziness, but more so a need to, you know, spend my time wisely. Because while, yeah, it's cool, you know, I have one Rex that has a little bit more health. It doesn't really benefit me enough to rebreed my entire army with that new stat. If you're playing single player, just, you know, whatever, then for sure, definitely do that. But for me, where I don't have to, it's just, it's unfortunately a waste of time. As cool as it is, but or as cool as it is, it doesn't work out. Yeah, exactly. I'm playing default settings. And so it takes forever to breed these creatures. Oh, I think I just passed it. Oh no, 53.02. Oh shoot, now I passed it. 53.0 and then 88.0. So slightly north. What the flip? Where's bro at? What a chore, right? Yeah, exactly. It's just a chore. Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay, let's see if I can reach this explorer note. I know it's in a really stupid spot. I don't think my Rex will be able to reach it. But if I can drop onto it, I think that should be the last one that I need. Rex, I need you to fall into that little hole. Come on. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to. Okay, can you access it from this side? Can you, like, back up into it? No, you cannot. That's okay. It's okay. I'll save it for later. It might be useful one day. Probably not, but it might be. 51.4. Is that it? Yes, that is. And there's another Rex done. Now this one. But yeah, dude. With my rates, with the fact that I'm playing hardcore, it is just a complete chore. No, I made a mistake. I cryopotted my last Rex and I didn't pick up all of the saddles. Gosh dang it. Need to go 82.6. I can't see a thing. 82.6, and then I need to go west a tiny bit. There it is. Yay! Explorer note. Hey Ross, welcome to the stream, dude. I don't recognize your name. If I'm just not if I'm just not remembering and you have been here, let me just say welcome. If this isn't your first time, I do apologize. But yeah, welcome to the stream, dude. Yes, this is ASE. I'm not a huge fan of ASA, and my computer can't even handle it anyways, so... Yeah, you don't know why my stream popped up. I mean, that's valid. Is it... the multiplayer cluster? No. No, so this is completely solo. I'm just playing by myself. The idea of the playthrough is I'm going to be doing all of the story maps back to back on a single character, and if I die at any point to anything on any of the maps, then I have to restart from the beginning. Oh, these dimorphs. Good luck, I'm only streaming it. Yeah. Anytime I'm streaming, I start when I'm in the title screen. Anytime I sign out or stop streaming, sign out. Same thing. Anytime I'm not streaming or I'm ending the stream, I'm basically like a second away from closing the game out. And so I only ever... Oh, shoot. I just knocked my coin jar. But yeah, anything that I do is going to be on stream. Because I want y'all to be a part of it. Or at least I want it to be, you know, findable online. The island is the first map? Yes. So I'm doing them in chronological order. The island, Scorched Earth, Aberration, Extinction, Gen 1, Gen 2. I really got to go back in the stream really quick and find where I swapped out Rex's. Yeah, I just left him on a beach somewhere. Okay, I'll find it. I know where that is. I just gotta go south for a moment. And there's a heat wave. I'm dying of heat stroke. But now in Abby will start from the beginning. I assume you mean if I die, then I have to start back from the beginning. Yeah. Yeah, that's the gist of it. What am I trying to do at the moment? Well, right now well, okay. This very second, I am returning to where I cryopoded my last Rex, because I cryopoded my last Rex and I had left Rex saddles inside of his inventory. So I just left, I think it was like 6 Rex saddles just lying on the beach somewhere. So I'm going to go grab those really quick. But what I'm doing right now, final boss preparation, I'm leveling up all my Rexes. I'm going to level up all of my Rexes to, you know, whatever level. They're all different because I only worried about health and melee. So I'm leveling them to the stats that I want. And then once I'm done with that, just cryopoding them up, swapping to the next one, doing the same thing. Is that it right there? Yeah. That's nice. But yeah, a little bit of just Rex leveling. Running over from Explorer Note to Explorer Note. What's my plan on leveling them? I'm doing Explorer Note runs on them. Thankfully, you don't need very many to level them up to the stats that I want to. I'm going for about 900 damage, melee damage, 900% melee damage, and then like 20,000 health, give or take. I'm only doing it on Gamma, so honestly, these stats are overkill, but I want to save as many Rexes as I can from the dragon fight, because these Rexes are pretty much going to immediately go after the Overseer right following this. Are there Thylas on the island? Yes, and a Thyla is actually the main creature that I use to do all the caves. Thylas are very nice, and I love caving on Thylas. They are my favorite creatures to run caves on. Me and my mates would bleed a Titanosaur and then throw dinos out before killing for levels. That works too. Just where I'm at, plus the fact that I'm playing hardcore, there's just a lot of things that I consider off limits. Like on Aberration, I'm never going to tame a Reaper. On Scorched Earth, more than likely, I will not be taming a Wyvern. You know, just a few things that even though I probably could do it just fine, because of how dangerous it is and the fact that I'm playing hardcore, I will not be doing those things. Dang it. Oh, I got a 4x boost. Okay, so I gotta be quick because I only have 2 minutes on my 2x boost. I'll be fine for Gamma? Yeah, exactly. That's my only goal, Gamma. Before they closed ASA servers, there was a multiplayer hardcore cluster. It was crazy. They closed ASA servers? I don't know what you mean by they closed ASA servers, but that's news to me. I stopped keeping track of ASA. Basically, when they released, or when they said that they would release the center, but then they delayed it. Like, I kind of was in and out, kind of listening, kind of not, because part of me was interested, but not really. But they lost me at paid creatures. Like, seeing creatures and having, like, or, like, being around them kind of a deal, but having to pay to tame them, that's where they lost me. And ever since then, I have not gone back. And there's not a single bit of me that regrets that decision. Dude, why are Rex is so horrible at maneuvering? Dude, your level up bonus is almost gone. I want you to get this. Here we go. Yay! Maybe it's still up, but everyone left it for ASE. Oh, it's like official small tribes but hardcore. Oh, that's cool. So, going west is that one. It's 64.4. Oh, it's right there. Did I get it? I did get it. There we go. Okay, and then there's a bunch of cave artifacts near me, so I kind of have to sift through them real quick. But yeah, no, the idea of that sounds pretty cool. Like I said, I've never been a huge fan of ASA, but I mean, that does sound like a neat idea. You got ARK about a year ago. Ascended just came and I wanted to get... Dude, please don't drain my stamina. That's such a pain on the butt. I wanted to get that one until my friend explained Evolved isn't as visually appealing and the game mechanics are a bit clunky, but the servers are stable. Yeah, exactly. And I don't think the mechanics are clunky. Honestly, I think that ARK Ascended's mechanics are clunkier. My personal opinion, because it's very obvious that the focus of ASA was, you know, content for content, not, you know, content that's actually like a decent quality. Oh no, I do need to go north. Need to go to 68.1, 70 or 67.6. This Rex is done leveling, so when I find the next Explorer note, I'm gonna swap out to the next one. I need to go east. Oh, there it is. Leveled, leveled, not leveled. Okay. Next one is going to be northwest of my location. It is a Rockwell node at 64.1, 61.5. Oh, and I got a 4 times from that. Heck yeah. I went with Survival Evolved all the way. I'll take the older engine with a stable server any day, especially in a survival game. No one wants to lose hours of mining and kits on unstable servers. Yeah, exactly. And while I don't really ever play servers, I do agree that, you know, if you are going to play servers, it is definitely way better to play this one. ASA is good because they have, like, I don't know if I'd say better, but they have more mechanics, they have more creatures, like it has more content, right? But in terms of actual, like, you know, game quality, neither of the games have great game quality. Let me just preface it with that. But ARK Survival Evolved has a better quality, whereas ASA just looks more appealing and has more content. Maybe that is like, maybe that take is just wrong, but that's just kind of how I see it. I could be very wrong, especially as of now, because like I said, I looked into it way back when it was like released-ish, And I have not gone back since, you know, the center-ish. Need to go east. I'm struggling to find this one. Should be 64.1, 61.5. Dude, where the frick is this thing? In the north. Oh, I'll take that. Oh, there it is. That blends in a lot more than the photo makes it seem. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. So the next one, Plesiosaurus saddles. South of me at 68.4, 59.5. If I'm... Please don't get stuck on things. That one's gonna go to 68.4. And then 59.5. I went a little bit too far south. That's okay. Oh, I went way too far east. Or west. Nope, I'm reading the wrong thing entirely. So I was going in the right direction up until about here. Then I need to turn south and I need to go that way. And it is one of those where the wall is just lying on the floor. There it is. Okay, that take I will 100% agree with, James. That very much is the case. I've had, like, in the little bits that I've played, I have for sure gotten better loot drops in ASA. Like, I feel like you can get, like, journeyman or even, like, mastercraft stuff from just regular beacons. Whereas in Evolved, I don't think I've ever seen anything above, what's the blue one called again? I forget what the blue one is called. Apprentice. I don't think I've ever seen anything above apprentice grade. And there you go, saying apprentice. I got there, don't worry. But yeah, I genuinely feel like I've never seen anything above apprentice from just beacons. You know what I mean? Vox Vids. Welcome to the stream, dude. He is here. He is in the house. The one and the only Vox Vids is in the house. How you doing, dude? Welcome to the stream. Today's an exciting day. We're doing the last finishing touches on leveling up our creatures to take on bosses tomorrow night. Aberration next? No. Scorched Earth next. We're doing them in chronological order. I wish Aberration was next. That would be awesome. But unfortunately, we do have to get through Scorched first. Well, I shouldn't say unfortunately. I do like Scorched Earth. There it is. I do really like Scorched Earth. I just prefer Aberration out of the two. Grab this guy. What? Rest it for a moment, please. Yes, if I die on Scorched Earth, I am returning to the island. So these past 10 levels, or 10 levels, these 10 episodes, well, 11 episodes if I get the boss done tomorrow, if I get the Overseer done tomorrow, will be completely null and void. That's the kind of risky business that I'm dealing with. By my own rule set. That is simply the circumstances. Dude, can I just not have like a million bugs on me? There it is. I don't even bother with land drops. I don't care what color they are. I grind loot caves. You get red or gold one. You get some shit blueprint for metal gate or compass. I mean, the only thing that I will say that one of the only things that I have gotten, even though it is one of the only things, it is actually pretty decent. I have gotten some like green quality gilly, and if you're early game and you don't have any good quality gilly, 100% it is worth it. You know, I will never complain about some better than primitive gilly armor. So they shouldn't be neglected for that reason. Like they do serve their purpose. Of course, it's a very limited purpose, but it is a purpose nonetheless. What if you spawn and immediately die? Well, that sucks. Maybe I should have picked a better rule set that's more forgiving. What am I gonna do? Cry about it? Maybe. Actually, no, I do want to go forward. I was getting my my directions confused. Is this it? I think this is it. Right here, actually. There it is. But yeah, it really freaking sucks. The idea that I can just lose everything in one fell swoop. Especially going to a new map where I'm not ascending with any of my creatures, any of my items, anything at all. I can just lose everything. And yeah, that is a sucky thing to think about. But you know what? It's less sucky to think about when you're confident that it's not going to happen. I think the second I get to Scorched Earth, I'm going to subconsciously, like, lock in. Like, I'm going to lock in beyond your wildest imagination. You have no idea. I just played the whole game and only used Gilly in the Brood Mother fight not to die to the elements. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you don't end up using Gilly, I use it quite a bit. especially when I'm walking around on foot, because while yes, the flak is better defensively, it is really nice to be able to avoid the detection of most creatures. If you watch the video where I did the Skylord in this specific playthrough, I just realized I never put the strong cave artifact in the storage crate. Look at him. But, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. If you watch the Skylord cave, the one that I did, I did actually end up not needing it, but it was a huge help in the cave. Have you tried ASA? I'm redoing ASE before you try it. I have. I wouldn't recommend it, personally. I think ASE is 100 times better. I guess it is down to preference. Maybe it's nostalgia speaking in my case, because I've been playing this game since the very beginning. But I just personally like ASE way more than ASA. Also, African Lemon, I don't recognize your name. If this is your first time in the stream, welcome. If this is not your first time in the stream, I do apologize for forgetting you. But yeah, dude, welcome. Hope you enjoy it. Yeah, for the spiders, I remember that was dope. Oh yeah, you were there, that's right. I just used bug repellent and fur. I mean, that works too, but when you're like me and you don't like gardening in this game, because the gardening in this game is it's so, I shouldn't say stupid. It is kind of stupid, but it's boring. And it takes forever for, you know, very little gain in my opinion. I might do it for like cactus broth when I'm on scorched earth, but really that's about it. That's like as much as I plan on doing this entire playthrough. But you know what? Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised and there will be more uses. Aberration has the radiation broth, whatever the heck it's called. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The soup of mystical radiation. First time? Well, welcome to the stream, dude. I'm really happy that you found me and that you wanted to stop by. Yeah, tedious. Exactly. I've never tamed Apache before. I've never tamed a Trudon before. But for the most part, I do try my best to make sure I try everything out in some regard. That's something I've never tried out. I've also never tried the tripwire trap, because I'm pretty sure that only works on players, and I don't have friends, so I'm usually playing single player. Dude, why do I keep on getting the flippin' 2x boost? Where are my 3x boosters? Went mental trying to find rock carrot seeds and citronelli seeds and long grass seeds. What a nightmare. Oh, 100%. If you don't have like an herbivore, it's absolute hell getting those things. It's hell getting any seeds. The only thing that makes getting berry seeds like somewhat bearable is the fact that you have the iguanodon that can make them in bulk. That's really the only thing that's making seeds actually like an alright thing to have to get. Oh my gosh, dude, why? Jeez Louise. There it is. And of course, that's okay. That was the last one I needed. 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, 9,000. And then just for reference, I do still have some more at home that I got to level as well. Did I leave any? No, I did not. Good. When did I start YT? Well, it kind of depends on your definition of starting. If you're talking about, like, posting for the very first time, the first time I posted was, what, 6 years ago at this point? Let me check real quick. Videos. Yeah, 6 years ago. I had a few speed runs that were considered world record speed runs. And I held them for a little while. Like a few years. That's how I got, 8,000 subscribers. They're not... Those 8,000 subscribers have not come from my my streams. They've come solely from the speed runs. I have been getting subscribers from the streams, but not a ton. In terms of streaming, I've started probably like 4 or 5 months ago. So I posted a few speed runs about 6 years ago. Got like a good, good. I almost like collection, but not really a collection. They're people, not stats. But yeah, got like a good little follower base. I disappeared for multiple years and then decided to start streaming. It was mainly because I wanted to do this. Like, I wanted to see if I could do a hardcore playthrough from beginning to end. And I wanted to stream the progress that I made. Need to go east. Because my goal is to complete every single map chronologically without dying once. If I die at any point, I have to go back to the very beginning. That's the goal of the series. All right, I'm gonna keep on going. The next one is a little ways away. Going to be at longitude of 32. So a whole 10 longitude away. That's crazy. That was resulted in taking an iguanodon just for that until your theory pulled a few and found the seeds. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Jeez Louise, man. It's so ridiculous how rare seeds can be. And it's only when you're looking for them. If you're not looking for the seeds, dude, you never get them. What are the rates? I've never done a full 1x playthrough. This is almost full rates. There are only a few things that I have adjusted. But out of those things, only one of them was a slider. Everything that I have adjusted, except for one slider, has been a check mark. So, show map location. Disable placement collision. Little things like that. Those are things that I have checked off. But when it comes to sliders, there's only one that I changed, and that one that I have changed was mating interval to 0.01. Because I think it's so stupid that they make you wait 48 hours just to breed a single female a second time. Maybe it makes more sense, but I want him popping eggs out as fast as possible. Maturation is still it's still default. So don't get me wrong, it is still taking loads of time from my life. A single Rex egg takes 33 minutes to hatch, and then to raise to full maturity, it's another hour and a half. The imprint is like 40 or 50 minutes into the maturation process. Like, it is not by any means fast. It just means that I can get more Rexes faster. That's the only thing that I have boosted. Everything else is default. I'm just gonna break trees until I hit my next level, because then I can get 900 melee on this Rex and I should be done with him. There we go. The next one is 77.1 and then 31.6. So it's like right here-ish. There it is. Well, I normally play with fairly increased rates, because whenever I play, I feel like that kind of stuff, like maturation and like hatch speed, stuff like that, I see that kind of stuff as more of just a time waste. Like, it's a time waste just for the sake of being a time waste. It's grind for no reason. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I see the some aspects of the ARK grind. You basically turned off all wait times. Yeah, whenever I play my single player stuff where I'm not streaming, like any in my personal stuff, I do play with, when it comes to Rex eggs, I usually like them hatching in like 5-6 minutes or so. And then maturation, it probably takes like another 15 minutes for them to fully raise. So like 20 minutes total. Like, I feel like that's fair, while also not wasting my time, kind of a deal, because I like to have fun with it and like have fun with the game, and that's not fun to me. Mindless like grind and why are you having a seizure, dude? But mindless grind and just sitting around waiting, it's not fun to me. But for this, I wanted it to be as close to like 100% original settings as I could get reasonably, because I feel like that is kind of doing hardcore justice, because it's like Terraria, for instance. If you play Terraria hardcore, but you just do it on a journey level or journey mode character, and you just try not to die, that's not hardcore. That's not how the game was designed to be played in hardcore. It's supposed to be a challenge, not, you shouldn't, you know, give yourself every training wheels you can just so that you can do it. Try to stick to as close to original as you can, because that's how the game was made. That's how the game was made to be played. Therefore, that is what the standards for hardcore should be. You definitely agree? I'm glad to hear that. I have pretty strong feelings when it comes to doing things legitimately. When it comes to those speedruns that I did way back when, that I told you I had world records on, a lot of people kept calling me a cheater because of my rates being so incredibly high. Dude, it bugged the hell out of me. Because this was 6 years ago. I was 15 at the time. Obviously, I lied to YouTube so that I could actually upload videos. But it bugged the hell out of me because I was just following the rule set that was established and people were calling me out on it. But by every definition, it was a world record speedrun. So if you go to those videos and you go through the comments, you might see some of my replies from way back when. It sounds like a baby crying. Like, I will fully admit I was being a bit of a squeaker in those moments. But it's because I care about doing everything legitimately, honestly. I really do care about doing things as legitimate as I could. And so people calling me a cheater for doing things as legitimate as I could, I was pretty upset. Speedruns aren't for the weak. You're going to check them out. I wouldn't recommend checking them out, honestly. I know that's not something YouTubers normally say, but I don't recommend checking it out personally. I would recommend going to speedrun.com and watching the speedruns that exist now, because they have done like a whole rework on the speedrun system and the leaderboard, stuff like that. New stats, all that kind of nonsense. And personally, I do think that they have done some things way better. And I think that the speedruns that exist now are way more interesting. So as much as I want to promote my own stuff, honestly, save yourself some time. Watch something that's much more worth watching. Well, look who it is. What's up, Marco? How you doing, dude? Welcome to the stream. You're catching me at a very good time. Well, not... I don't know if I'd say good time, because it's still kind of boring right now. But tomorrow, my goal is to blast through the remaining bosses, which is all of them. I'm hopefully going to get done with all 4 of them tomorrow. That's my goal. All 4, if not the Overseer, then all 3 of the Guardians. So you have joined right at the cusp of something amazing. But I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing, dude? No, I don't want to pick that up, actually. I almost just wasted an Explorer node on a guy that's already completely leveled. Seven point 26. That's this way. Nope, wrong way. This way. Gonna be right there, yeah. I can't can't tell if I... There it is. I did get it. Nice. Marco, did you just pop in, say yo, and leave? What the flip, man? I miss you already. Random ARK trivia. Did you guys know that Spinosauruses have 2 times the amount of base experience as T-Rexes do? And then wyverns and maybe rock drakes, I'm not actually too sure on that one, but they have 2 times as much as Spinos do. A Rex has a base XP yield of like 120. Spinos have 240. Wyverns have 480, I think. Or it's everybody down 1. So Spinos 240, or no, Wyverns 240, Spinos 120, Rex is 60. I can't remember off the top of my head exactly what it is. I just remember that Spinos twice as much. Oh no, you still here. Will you transfer to Scorched after you beat the island? Yes, I will. I'm going to be transferring to Scorched. No creatures, no items. I'm going to beat Scorched. Do the same thing. Transfer to Aberration. No items, no creatures. Which is terrifying, by the way. Aberration is not a map that you want to be on foot in. Shoot, where the... Oh, there it is. I was like, where's this Explorer note? I always forget. But yeah, dude, that's the goal. After this, I'm going on to Scorched Earth. Gonna beat Scorched Earth. Then Aberration, beat Aberration. Extinction, beat Extinction. Gen 1, beat Gen 1. Gen 2, beat Gen 2. I assume so, but have you done Extinction Boss? Very intimidating. I have done Extinction Boss. And yes, he is. I will give you that. But honestly, he's a lot less scary when you have your own Titans. And taming the Titans, honestly, is not that difficult in single player. I have to preface, in single player. Where the flip is this Explorer now? Yeah, I'm going in the right direction, actually, by backing up. Dude, I can't see nothing. I just need to clear out a bunch of space. The good old tree biting for XP. Exactly. I'm surprised by how much XP tree biting gives you. Especially when you have the Explorer Note buffs, dude. It goes crazy. Okay. Really quick. Let's do this more calculated. So if I go directly south, I'm adjusting this one. I want to go to 82.7. Okay, 82.7. Now I need to go to 27.6, which is in this direction, directly west. It's just straight from here. Looking for a pillar. There it is. Did I grab it? No, I did not. But yeah, just doing Explorer Note runs, biting trees. Because for some reason, biting trees is just very indicative of, you know, combat training. Is that what XP is supposed to be, like combat training? Need to go that way. 83.8. 27.75. There it is. You know, some people have like all the Explorer notes mapped out because they like to do Explorer note runs. I've never once mapped out Explorer notes. There we go. Trying to reorient myself to go south. But yeah, I can imagine how learning all the Explorer note locations would be really helpful. I just never have. 86.4, 26.7. Oh, there it is. Dude, can I stop getting the freaking double XP? Can I get me a quad XP? Because I have gone through like 5 Explorer notes on this single guy. I'll do one more, and if I don't get it, then I might just hold off on him. Oh, this is the one that's on the cliff. Dang it. Yeah. I don't think my Rex is going to be able to reach that one. No, probably not. It's okay. Tyreek. Long time no see, dude. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Here comes the ARK guru, Tyreek. Exactly. Mr. knows absolutely everything about the game. The one and the only. Y'all, actually, there was a dude who joined in my stream probably 4 streams ago. Guess what he taught me? That I could have totally learned from you guys. Especially you, Tyreek. There's an auto run in this game. Since when was there an auto run in this game? That would have saved me from so much finger cramping all of these years. Where the flip has that been? Do you guys know when this was like added to the game? You only knew that was on mobile? No, dude. Like, it's literally... Oh, no, it's right here. Look. Toggle sprint. Right shift. How long has that been a thing? I never knew that was a thing. Even in mobile, I never knew that was a thing. So somebody was telling me, I'm like, what? Dude, it made flying across the map on my RG a million times easier. Also, my Rexes can get up here. Tyreek, where was this wisdom when I needed it? Yeah, I'm not gonna level up one more time. I could level him up one more time, but I'm not going to. Even though 900 is my goal. I don't care enough. What time is it for me right now? It is 12:46 a.m. I'm Mountain Standard Time right now. I say right now because I'm pretty sure I change time zones every once in a while. Because I live in Arizona, we don't do daylight savings around here, except like in the Navajo region. I think it's Navajo region up in the northeast. So daylight savings, we don't actually change time zones for it. So we're aligned with Mountain Standard Time, but when everybody shifts forward, I think we switch time. I almost said timelines. I think we switch time zones. So right now, as of now, I start at 10:30 p.m. Interesting. Yeah, I know. I honestly didn't know that until I moved here. I was like, dude, this is so much easier. There we go. Almost just took fall damage. That would have been bad. That dude is a genius. Dude, I know. I never knew that that was a thing. And dude, I have taken full advantage of it ever since. Like, swimming around on my Sarco has never been easier. Because all I've got to do is right click and hold down spacebar. Because spacebar, it makes you move forward while going up. And because you're moving forward and going up, you never drown. And you are going max speed, since all of that vertical movement converts to horizontal movement the second you hit the surface of the water. So dude, swimming is so incredibly fast. Can y'all please, like, not? Thank you. Okay, so I need to go all the way to 83.1. And then 23.45. And it's in the forest. It looks like a small piece of pillar. I'm gonna try using orbital camera for this. Does this help? Did I pass it? I did. Oh, I'm very unaligned. What the heck? I went way off. I need to go further north now. Dude, where the flip is this? Where's this dossier? Marco's a busy dude now. He'd be hitting the gym for the past month. He gained 20 kilograms in a month. Dude is crazy. Kilograms to pounds calculator. 20, 44 pounds in a month? That's possible? I didn't even know that was possible. What the heck? Bro's going absolutely insane. Congrats, dude. That's awesome. If you're trying to gain weight, at least, that's awesome. I'm assuming if you put on that much weight, it means you're trying to bulk. So, dude, that's amazing. Either bulk or just put on more weight for muscle. Maybe it is just pure muscle weight that you're building up. But dude, that is nuts. That is super awesome. He's like a lawnmower. Valid. Me when I go to multiple family Thanksgivings. Dude, exactly. And I don't even like... I don't have the full family Thanksgivings, but yes, I have gone to multiple like Thanksgiving events, dude. And holy crap. I'm underweight. Physically. Like my BMI. Underweight. But... I actually, like, after Thanksgiving, it has me going back into, like, average BMI. Like, it's pretty dang crazy. I try gaining weight, but, dude, my metabolism is way too fast. I'm convinced at this point that I might just have, like, a tapeworm or something because of how... little I gain no matter how much I eat. Like it's crazy. Did I grab it? I did. I genuinely wish I could gain more. So the idea of gaining 44 pounds in a month, that's wild to me. Like that's literally an impossibility for me. At least it feels like an impossibility. Maybe it's possible, but... dude, it's crazy. I did not mean to grab that Explorer note. I feel like that was very wasteful of my Explorer note, since this guy's already fully leveled. Next one is at... 77.6, 20.6. Oh, it's the one up on this cliff. I know where it is. Now, the reason I'm going to have this Rex follow me is because I might actually just take it to the obelisk and upload it. So that way I don't have to worry about cryopotting it and then waiting another 5 minutes later down the line. Oh, there's an alpha raptor over there. Let me see if I can get a 4 times boost. Because if I get a 4 times boost from this one, I can kill that guy. And I should, honestly, from that by itself, have everything I need. Stay there. Where's this thing at? Is it on the island? You've been out for a while. Am I planning on doing the DLCs? No. My goal is to get through all of the main story maps in a single playthrough, no uploads, and a single character. If I die at any point, I have to start a new character on the island. So very, very tight rule set. Dude, where the flip is this Explorer now? It's very tight rules. But yeah, that's my goal with this. And then after I complete everything, I might take the same character and try to see how many of the store or the DLCs that I can get through. But I more than likely will not be dedicating, you know, multiple hours of like live streams trying to get through all of it like that. That's brutal. Yeah. I know. I hate myself, I guess. Also, 3,600 seconds and then 14,000 seconds in Explorer Note XP boost is actually kind of crazy. For real, I believe, though. Thank you, African Lemon. I appreciate that. I'm glad I have a believer here. Not saying some of y'all are non-believers, but I am glad to know that there are believers here. I mean, in 10 episodes, most of them 3 hours long, one of them like 4 hours long. I think one of them was probably like 2 hours. I'm not 100% sure. But in all of these 10 episodes, I've pretty much beat this map. I just need to level up these Rexes and do the Overseer. Where'd my Rex go? Where he at? That's a theory. Really? Jeez, crap. This is a mistake. This is a mistake. I hate myself. I hate my life. I hate everything about everything that I've ever chosen up until this point. And I really want to just die. Okay, we're fine. Level 10, but that could have been the end of the run. There's Xenos you do not mess around with. Dude, where did my Rex go? Is he stuck on a rock somewhere? Reasonable reaction. Thank you. I appreciate that. Dude, I literally took 5 steps away. Where the flip did you go? Yeah, I have a bit of a tendency to like yap when I'm freaking out. I either yap or I completely shut up. There's no in between. So it's either I don't stop talking or I go completely dead silent. If I'm going dead silent, it's because I'm locking in. If I'm yapping, it's because I'm just panicking. Good rule of thumb if you ever want to figure out how I'm feeling when something's going on. Oh, Voxvids, dude. Take care. Thank you for stopping by, dude. It's always a pleasure having you. Have a good night. Good luck on boss fight going to bed. Hey, I'm not doing boss fight tonight. I'm going to be doing it tomorrow. So there's still a chance you can stop by. I'd love to see you, dude. That's my goal for tomorrow night. My goal for tomorrow night is every single boss fight. You're genuine, that's why I watched you. Well, that's nice. I appreciate that. So you're saying that you would stop watching me if I were to just kick into... What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. You don't want to hear none of that? Honestly, I don't blame you. The amount of YouTubers who are like that... And I've seen some, like, genuinely really interesting videos. And have clicked away because of that overexcited... What's up, y'all? You know, like, it was good when I was, like, a kid. And I was watching, you know, YouTubers for the first time. I was like, wow, this is awesome. But, dude, at this point, that's just... It's so overplayed. Holy crap. But yeah, dude, I appreciate that. I know you probably left mine down, but I really do appreciate that. Dude, I gotta go south. Tomorrow, yeah, well, I usually start sometime between 10:30 and 11 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. So you can expect me to start streaming around about one of those times. I went way too far. Like today, I ended up streaming at like 11:05 because I just got home from work at like 9. Like, well, no, it was closer to 9:30. I sat on the phone with my girlfriend for a little bit before she went to bed. Where she always goes to bed at 10 o'clock. And then after that, I took a shower because I was sweaty and, you know. Dude, it's hot in the freaking kitchen. In any kitchen, in any restaurant. Dude, it's so freaking hot. Let alone, I will say this. I do work at a pizza place. Pizza ovens are so freaking hot. Holy crap. With how our times line up, I might make a habit of falling asleep to this. Hey, man. If that's how you enjoy it, I honestly don't mind that. There are a lot of YouTubers that I watch who... I rarely actually watch the content. I usually go to sleep to it. Like, the YouTuber Poxiel. He does a lot of Stardew Valley stuff. Dude, I love passing out to 3-hour Stardew Valley videos. It's freaking amazing. So hey, enjoy the content how you want to enjoy it. It always takes me like a week of watching one video straight to get it done, even if it's only like an hour and a half. Just because I usually watch it late at night and I'm passing out. It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. You bet Marco will devour those pizzas? Probably. Well, it depends on the pizza, I guess. I actually brought home a pizza, and I've only eaten a slice of it. I really need to eat more. How long have I been streaming? 2 hours? Dang, I have so much time left. I did not realize how much time I had. That's crazy. Because I've done all of these Rexes here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The one I'm on, that's 9. Plus the 3 that I went into the snow cave with, which is 6 more. I have 6 more Rexes left. That's crazy. Getting that done in 2 hours, that's actually really cool. I didn't think that, I thought I might have like 5 left by the end of the 3 hours. Like, no joke. I drastically overestimated how much time this would take. Which just really it really locks in that I can do all of the boss battles tomorrow. Which is kind of crazy. Real. Oh. Marco, why do you keep violating you? I don't know if I read that already, but just looking back at it, it's funny. But, Real, I'm sure if you've heard of Granty, but I've rarely actually seen the end of his 100 ARK days. Watched them a couple years. Oh, 100%. Granty's a good one. I don't like falling asleep to Ghoul with Gruel, because his ARK videos are actually really interesting, and I really enjoy watching them. Baron, well, not that I will say, not that, you know, if it's not interesting I fall asleep. You know, I'll fall asleep to interesting and uninteresting, but there are some things that I'll watch where it's like I really don't want to miss something. Ghoul with Gruel, he has some videos where I'm sitting there and I don't want to miss anything. Baron, he's got a few videos that I really want to sit down and watch, but he's also got some videos where I'm like, yeah, I could fall asleep to this. Like, he did the 100 days. It wasn't Primal Fear. I think it was like the one with the kaijus, so like Godzilla and all of them. That one took me a while to finish because I just kept falling asleep over and over again. But it's just like it's a nice video. Like, it's a good video that you can just watch and let yourself rest to. You know what I mean? There are just some videos, some streams that are just really easy to fall asleep to. Just something calming about them. Again, Poxiel with his Stardew Valley stuff. It's really nice to fall asleep to. But then if I were to say, like, watch a Blade video, for instance, Stardew Valley as well, but Blade is a completely different animal. I could not sleep to Blade. I could not sleep to Habu. Because that's the kind of stuff that I want to sit there and pay attention to, because you close your eyes for half a minute, you've missed so much. And you have absolutely no context unless you rewind. I do like cheese pizza. Well, sir, I make cheese pizzas for a living. Not specifically cheese pizzas, like I make pizzas in general for a living, but cheese pizzas are indeed one of the pizzas that I make. So I will say that I do indeed make cheese pizza. In an alternate timeline where I know you in real life, I may have made you a pizza. But because I don't know you in real life, the chances of me making you a pizza are very slim. Unless you just happen to live in the same area as me and you just so happen to go to the same pizza place as me, or as where I work, and you bought a pizza that I specifically made on a day that I have specifically worked. I'm not saying it's impossible. There is a possibility that you have eaten a pizza that I made. It is a non-zero possibility. Bro's craving. He is craving, 100%. This pizza talk has his stomach going crazy right now. Probably. What the heck? Why did I just get jumped by a gang of dragonflies? That was crazy. You gotta sleep here soon. You could be spared from your yapping. You really enjoyed the stream. Gotta come across the channel. Well, dude, I really appreciate you stopping by. And hey, you're not sparing me from yapping by leaving. Believe me, I would prefer a stream where there are people talking, because when people are not talking, I'm schizophrenic. I'm just talking to myself. So having anybody in the stream to talk to is so much better. Because at the very least, if somebody asks why I stay up late playing video games, I'm like, well, there are people that I talk to, you know? Like, there's a reason why I'm up late. It's for streaming. At least I have an excuse, you know? But yeah, dude, never feel like, you know, you're yapping or whatever. But yeah, dude, thank you for joining. Leave a like, subscribe, all that jazz. It pushes me to other people who might also enjoy this content. This is all my Rexes done. At least all of these Rexes done. So I am actually going to walk over to the obelisk now. Tyreek is kind of bitter because he had a voice crack while he was presenting his thesis. Okay. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Shots are being fired right now, and all I can do is witness. Oh, 100%, James. The game can definitely feel alone, especially when the community has died down a lot. Like, it has died a lot. Especially with what Wildcard's doing. Like, they could be doing so much better about, you know, I almost said grooming. No. About, like, you know, taking care of the people who, like, enjoy their game. They could be doing more just in general when it comes to giving people what they enjoy, bringing about a really good game, and they keep on missing the mark in a lot of regards, and it scares away a lot of people. And so I completely understand why people, like, I've got friends who I've talked to them about this game, and they tell me that it sounds like fun, but they'll never get into it because they've heard horrible things. And so in that sense, yeah, I can feel a little bit alone. Especially when it's so easy to lose your patience with the game. So even the people that do enjoy the game, or have enjoyed the game, cannot handle it anymore. But to those of us who really, who love the game in and out, like me, I've played this game for 10 years. I genuinely love this game. It is easily my favorite game. I would like to have a community of people who genuinely love this game. You know? It is really nice. Phoenix, Arizona looks promising to visit. I mean, hey. We got pizza over here, just saying. We got a lot of pizza, actually. Oh, that was it. That was one that I already got. That was so weird. But yeah, Arizona has a lot of pizza, especially Phoenix. A lot of pizza and a lot of Mexican restaurants too. Some are so much better than others. So pick wisely. Like, there's a lot of Filibertos, for instance. There's only one good Filibertos that I've ever been to. And that Filibertos is one of my favorite places to eat because of it. All the other ones, I honestly cannot stand. I would tell you, but I also don't want to say because I don't want to dox myself. But like Filibertos, great food. I'm gonna take Stuffle. And now we're gonna fly over to Green Obelisk. Once I make it to Green Obelisk, what Raising Arizona loved that movie? I don't know what you mean by that. Is Raising Arizona a movie? I've never heard of a movie called Raising Arizona. Maybe I'm wrong. I refuse to play PvP. I see. Well, I'm not saying I'm wrong for not recognizing it, but maybe I'm like, maybe it's a typo and I'm just like not understanding at all. I refuse to play PvP. I've seen videos and it looks like a nightmare already wrapped in a nightmare. Oh, 100%. Dude, I had a friend who had never beaten any of the bosses because all he ever played was official PvP. Absolutely horrible. So him and I, we went through most of the story maps. We started on Fjordur, and then we started going through all the story maps, and I was kind of like showing him all the ascensions and stuff, all the maps, like really experiencing them from a PvE perspective. He really enjoyed it. But because he had done PvP for so long, he never really like experienced all of it. It was more so just, you know, getting your creatures, whatnot, getting them raised up and doing raids, protecting your base, all that nonsense. Which, you know, if that's fun for you, then sure, but there is a lot more to this game that a lot of people don't consider. Like, I've never even considered PvP. I don't know what that looks like. There's facets of the game wherever you look. An old movie with Nicolas Cage. He steals a baby and a bounty hunter chases him down. Fun movie. Oh. Yeah, I've never heard of it. Maybe I would enjoy it. I mean, it says Raising Arizona, so technically, I'm kind of designed to enjoy that, you know? Since I do enjoy Arizona. You heard that, Marco. Lots of food. Whoa. It is very whoa. Just be careful, though. You know, now is not a good time of year to come by if you're not used to the heat. I will say, though, I am really looking forward to this coming week because I think I think Sunday through Wednesday, if I remember correctly. Sunday through Wednesday here in Phoenix, it's going to be like, I think for the first time in a couple months, it's dropping below 100 degrees. I'm really excited for that. Because, dude, it's going to be so freaking nice outside. When it hits 112, dude, it's just pain. Like, you walk outside and your skin feels like bacon. Like, it can't be healthy for you. So do be careful when you come by. Dang, it's hot. It is very hot. Got the scorched earth vibe. It is 100% a scorched earth vibe. Well, depending on where you are. In Phoenix, it's pretty dang bad because the concrete absorbs heat. And so even at night, it stays warm. And when you have like a big urban city, yeah, no, it's really freaking hot. Chris Query, though. What's up, dude? Sorry, I was just finishing my point on Arizona being a stupidly hot city. But welcome, dude. Welcome to the stream. I forgot how hot it was today. But yeah, it did actually, we had a few rainstorms recently. We had a horrible dust storm. What was it, Monday? Holy crap, dude. Monday's dust storm was absolutely crazy. I was driving to an interview, which I did end up getting the job for, and that's the job that I'm working right now. I was driving to an interview, and as I'm driving down the road, I am looking in front of me, completely clear sky. I look behind me in the rearview mirror. All I see is a black cloud. Like, it was horrible. Genuinely awful. And dude, when it hit, it was like I stepped outside of my truck. I stepped outside of my truck, and it felt like I felt sand getting in my eyes. And it smelled literally like the beach because it smelled like sand. It was crazy. I've never been hit that hard with one of those dust storms. It was crazy. Dude, Texas is just as bad. Oh, I can imagine. No, Texas, not only do they have the extreme heat, but they also have a good amount of humidity. We've had some humidity because it's rained like crazy, but not typically. It's usually a really, really dry heat. In Texas, I know that you get a lot of humidity as well. But yeah, dude, it's been crazy these past few days, past like week or so. We were kind of broke, LMAGO, because we were just college freshmen, but still, we look forward to visit Arizona. It is a really nice state. I do really like Arizona. I come from... Did my game just crash because I downloaded a creature from the obelisk? I'm going to switch to display so you guys see what's going on. We love this. We love this so much, right, guys? This is such a great game, right, guys? We love Ark Survival Evolved. Right, guys? Right, guys? Anyways. Typical Ark. Exactly. But yeah, no, it depends on where you're moving when it comes to Arizona. It's probably going to revert me back a little bit. Hopefully I don't revert too far back. I should have saved my game before downloading, but it's whatever. Charlie, best game ever. Hell yeah, dude. Best game ever. We all absolutely stan this game. Arizona, depending on where you go, you'll have a good time. I'm sure you'll have a good time no matter where you go, but if you plan on going somewhere for like hikes or nature, I would recommend like Sedona. Sedona's always nice. If you enjoy the urban setting, I guess Phoenix is good. I would just be really careful because Phoenix in a lot of places is, you know, sketchy as hell. Especially around like all the colleges and downtown Phoenix. It's really sketchy. Tucson can also be kind of sketch, but depends on where you go. If you go to like Scottsdale, you're not gonna be that worried. Like if you're anywhere like Scottsdale, Old Town Scottsdale, that's a relatively nice area. Cave Creek, relatively nice area. Is it Old Town Cave Creek? I forget what it's called, but it's very touristy. It's very touristy at Cave Creek, in Cave Creek. But yeah, there are a lot of nice areas. It's just expensive here. That's all you really have to worry about. If you ever visit in Brazil, it's hard to be successful. That's why you moved to the Philippines with Marco. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, much worse over there. Hey, all you had to say was Philippines, and honestly, I completely agree with you. Philippines is probably way harder. Unless you're talking about, like, expensive. I don't know how expensive it is in the Philippines. Maybe it is, like, stupidly expensive over there, and I just don't know. Here in Arizona, though, it's like... you go to a fast food restaurant, expect to pay, like, $15 just for yourself. Like, it's pretty crazy. That's like an hour wage at minimum wage. That's crazy to me, you know? I come from Oregon. It was also pretty expensive up there, if I remember correctly. But that's just because taxes were high. There was no sales tax, though, which was nice. Your girlfriend is Filipino and the president don't mess around. I don't really know much about the Philippines, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I just know that the weather there absolutely sucks. Because it's stupidly hot. Kind of like here in Arizona, but also add pretty much daily humidity. Similar to Indonesia. That one's also very hot and very humid for no good reason. Other than God said, yeah, that I want it a little bit hot over there. You know? You're Irish, she's Filipino. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. No. I'm sorry. But I'm not accepting that. That is bullshit. And I'm not going to be accepting that. I honestly don't give a shit if this is cheating. But I don't really... That's not happening. Okay. Know what happened? Oh, the game broke. ARK is pulling stupid crap on me again. I'm not accepting it. Like,
one I've been waiting.
No, shut up. I was level 105, so I'm just gonna put myself to level 105 real quick. I know I'm using commands, but I'm not accepting that. Where did I die? How did I end up there anyway? It was my computer or my ARK crashed while I was at the obelisk, and then it reverted back to while I was midair. Such a mood killer? Yeah. Yeah, that's ARK for you. Normally, stuff like this, even if it were to happen, in my mind, I'm thinking, hey, it happened. That's just ARK. But honestly, that was such BS. I'm not gonna take that. Just because my game crashed and it just so happened to revert me before. It's so stupid. Aimed Argent. What? Jim, yeah, Lil Jim died, and then Lil Slim was added. Why isn't my creature finder finding the RG? Oh, is it because it's gonna be freaking what's his name? Crap, what did I name him? Argent Davis. Okay, it's not gonna find him. It's okay. Let's find Spaghetti. Spaghetti's over here. Okay, Spaghetti's just in the air. Oh. That's weird. Wait, how am I? I don't know how I'm on the bottom of here, but I mean, okay. Do 450. Let's do... I think I had 50 fortitude. Oh, wait, my move speed. That's important. 200, and then it was 250 here, and then 5 points into oxygen. Let me just pick up everything that I dropped. Did that fix it? Now can I swim? Yeah, I can swim. Okay, good. Gonna ungod so that way I'm not just invincible. Throw away that garbage. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. That was really freaking stupid. I'm sorry if anyone thinks that that's cheating. I make the rules. I'm gonna put my parachutes right here just in case that same BS happens for whatever reason. Anyways, back to where we're going. Back to what I was saying. I looked up from my slumber and I heard your pain. Same thing happened to me today, but you landed in water. I landed in water too, but it was too shallow, I guess. That was really freaking weird. I have no idea what the heck that was. Waiting for the day to start a build a nice little stone base for the cunning cave, so if something bad happens, you're not far. Just gonna pick up my second Bassie in case you gotta make a corpse run. Yeah, no, you definitely have to prepare for that kind of stuff because anything can happen in this game. As you can tell, literally anything can happen in this game that's completely screws you over. That's just ARK. I hate that I had to use commands for that. That really pisses me off. Because that basically means this is no longer like a fully commandless run. Obviously, with the fact that my save got corrupted, I was able to, you know, say, so be it. I was able to revert it back. Yes, I did have to use commands to do so and so, but I can allow it because, you know, I started a new character, leveled him up to whatever level I was, which I was able to get him to 105, which is why I just didn't care about adding XP to this guy. But this one, because of what happened, I had to, you know, do a really stupid thing where I had to force myself back up to the level that I was, fly over to get my stuff. It really breaks the... Because I understand that the death was not at all my fault. And the only reason why it happened is because ARK is such a broken game. But it's the fact that I had to use commands that toys with my feelings of legitimacy. Now I'm genuinely like, there's a part of me that's slightly unsatisfied with this run. I'm going to try my best not to let it bother me. But it genuinely... Yeah, it genuinely really pisses me off. It will never be the same. Exactly. It's like the whole point of this was to do it with little to no commands. I'm going to save world right here, so that way if my game crashes, I can just come back right here. Because I guess I have to do that every time I use the freaking obelisk. Okay, that one worked. I know that that I have to be really slow anytime I use the obelisk, because if I do go too fast, it will crash my game. That was the very first one that I downloaded. I didn't even like go like that. Like that would have been too fast. I literally was in here for a moment before I hit download, and my game crashed and put me in the worst spot possible. Yes, it will never be the same now. ARK kind of robbed me of that, and that really sucks. I have to wait 20 years between downloads. Dang it, dude. Just had to step out of line. It's okay. Like I said, I'm gonna try not to let it bother me. If it really bothers me enough, I can restart. Or I can go back to... Well, I can't really go back to a previous save file, because if I do, that's still kind of cheating. I don't know. If I'm being completely honest, the chances of me getting to Scorched Earth, Aberration, all that kind of stuff, and beating it on this playthrough are very slim, especially because I haven't really done any training or like testing or anything. So like obviously, you know, I think that there's a little bit of wiggle room for this playthrough to continue, considering I'm sure I'm going to die at one point. Earlier you were going to ask if I've experienced crashes. You got your answer, unfortunately. Yeah, no, that does happen. Especially obelisks. Obelisks are incredibly broken. They can crash your game for absolutely no reason and not bat an eye about it. And it's one of the most frustrating things. This game is full of frustrating things. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Why are you guys... Why are you guys owned by a little gym? You guys should all be a part of this tribe, so that's weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus I have 6, 7 in here, which means I have 14 total, which means there is 5 back at home plus my Yudi that I need to bring over, or that I need to level up and then bring over, which means I need 6 empty cryopods, which means I need to wait to empty out 2 more before I can finish up here. In the meantime, this unfortunately is not the first time I've done this recently. Up is Boa, Parasaur, training dummy. No. Yes, 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 yes. Wood shield, wood ramp, wood pillar, wood stair, ladder, hatch frame, cementing paste, spikes, window, railing. I don't need staircase. reeling. I will learn bear trap. Metal spikes. Oh, I didn't mean to learn that one, but it's okay. Doty, long neck, scope, tree sap, beer barrel, Anki, chitin, pterodon, shield, shotgun, all metal irrigation, metal reservoir, silencer, greenhouse, metal structures. Forgot metal sign. Dang it. I did also forget crop plots. Just in case I ended up actually needing them. Which I probably will be doing crop plots for Scorched Earth. Maybe Aberration, we'll see. I will also need lampposts, unfortunately. Chain boa, PS flashlight, canteen, guns, flak, level 56. Do y'all think it's reasonable to continue? Like, part of me feels like genuinely upset at the idea of restarting because of the progress that I've made, but at the same time, by my own standards, I feel as though I should reset. I'm at like a weird crossroads. Not exactly sure what to do or what to think. What are your guys' thoughts? Obviously, it's my decision, you know. Whatever I say goes, but I want some more thoughts, more opinions. Does anybody have any thoughts, any opinions on the matter? I'm good. I'm just gonna fly over now. Because I understand both sides. I understand that this playthrough is to my satisfaction. And so, really, it is my decision. Whatever happens. It's just where I'm at right now, I genuinely don't really know. I don't know. What would you even consider legitimate? Because at the same time, I do feel like the bugginess is something that you overcome when it comes to hardcore. Like, that is definitely something that you have to overcome. is the bugginess itself. That is part, unfortunately, that is kind of part of the survival experience. That's a part of the hardcore experience. It's getting from beginning to end, despite whatever bugs try to, you know, screw you over. You know what I mean? By that train of thought, I should restart. But at the same time, part of the reason why I'm doing this is to see whether or not, frankly, if I can do it. I know it's possible, but can I do it? And I don't need everything, or I don't need, if everything went exactly the way I wanted it to, well, that's not the right word or right way to say that. How would be the right way of saying that? If those glitches did not happen, would I still be able to... I think I have 20 Rexes, so I'm just going to throw that one down and take my Yudi. But if I did not experience those glitches, if they did not set me back, would I be able to do it? I believe that I can. And so part of this is trying to, I guess, not prove, but part of it is, yeah, proving that I can do this. And so, in order to prove that I can do this, all I need to do is get from beginning to end showing that I have the skills to do it. And if that, by that definition of the playthrough, then this is fine, because I'm removing something that is inhibiting the true test of skill. But at the same time, is overcoming ARK in its brokenness saying more than overcoming ARK in its, I guess, intended way of being played? Its intended progression. You know what I mean? I feel as though that it says more if you overcome it despite its brokenness. If you play by broken rules and still come out on top. I think that that says more. Because that's all this game is. It's obviously survival, but a big part of it is playing against a game that is working against you at every step of the way. The fact that the game is broken using commands is unavoidable. I know. And so to some extent, yes. Like, I'm going to use the save world command no matter what to download and upload creatures from here on out, especially. Because the game needs to be saved. But when it comes to like admin commands, like fly, for instance, like this right here is very cheaty to me. And I have a lot of problems with using fly. But I used fly to get my stuff back. Does that remove the legitimacy of it? Because using the fly command is avoidable. Using the add experience command is avoidable. Using the force join tribe command is avoidable. All of those things are avoidable. Obviously, console commands are not avoidable, but using those broken ones is. I really do hate to say it, but I've gone through the 5 stages of grief at this point. And I have kind of come to a conclusion. Yeah. And Tyreek, I think you just kind of summed up exactly what I'm feeling right now. And so even though I'm right here at the brink of everything that I've wanted, unfortunately, I think I do kind of have the answer that I'm looking for. So, it has been an honor. This was a really good run. Like, genuinely. I really enjoyed everything about it, minus obviously the glitches. I've learned a lot, and honestly, I think if I optimize better, I think I can be done before episode 10. As crazy as that sounds, using kind of what I'm thinking about right now, I genuinely believe I can get off of the island in 2 weeks worth of streams. So I think whatever is your decision will still be here with you. Well, dude, I appreciate that. It really does mean a lot. All of you guys being here to help me out, you know, walking me through all the stuff, telling me about your guys' playthrough, your guys' experiences. Honestly, it really does help me out, and I love that so much. Like, it makes me so happy. Like, I genuinely love it. But unfortunately, this run here it's just not it. So, unfortunately, oh, I know I know I got this. It's a matter of getting it down. I start new tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is a really stupid way to end it. I'm genuinely really upset that this is how it ends. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for everything that you do. Definitely leave a like if you guys enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the stream, however you may choose to watch this. It really does mean a lot to me, all that jazz. So I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed, please do leave a like. If you want to see more of this garbage, do consider subscribing. It really does, you know, mean a lot. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday at 10:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's usually when I stream. Sometimes I start late. At the latest, usually 11. Tonight it was 11:05, just because of work and whatnot. So, yeah, it's a little bit inconsistent, but it's consistently Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 10:30 p.m. So, definitely do consider subscribing. And then if you're watching the VOD after the fact, you know, definitely, you know, leave a comment or something, suggestion, whatever it may be. Good stream, W stream. Thank you so much, guys. It really does mean a lot, y'all. But anyways, that's gonna be it from me. Hope you guys had a good time. I had a really good time. And you know what? Tomorrow, when we start new, we're locking in Let me tell you, we are locking in. Absolutely no shits and giggles. Only shits. Okay? Very serious. I promise you. But with that out of the way, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. And I will catch you all tomorrow night. Take care. The way the Rexes just ate my corpse was so disrespectful. Holy crap. Okay, but take care, guys. Have a good night. Bye.